Right, in this video I purchased a Golf Mark 1 GTI from the used car shop. One of my all-time classic favorites, and I tune it up to see how far it can be pushed. It's not too expensive actually, 48,000 credits, quite easy to obtain. So rather than focus on the more expensive cars, why not take an old car and tune it up? So the first thing I do whenever I buy a car on Gran Turismo 7 is take it to the Nürburgring, and I just love this internal cockpit view. It's so realistic with the hand movements, just the way the camera moves, the driver's head bopping up and down. But it was quite fun to drive this car on this track. It came with comfort medium tyres, so the car was sort of losing grip on certain turns. No tuning was done here, so the maximum speed I could get it to was just over 100 miles per hour. But it's quite a nice ride actually, even without it being tuned. It just brings back good memories of the olden, let's say, era of cars. But yeah, switching to the internal view, you can see it's really nice. I love the way the light reflects inside and outside the car. Just taking this turn here, you can see it's handling quite well, but it does look a bit outdated, the car. There's the bonnet cam. The design, look and feel of the car is so iconic, so memorable. It brings back so many good memories. My brother had the Golf Rally G60, which looks similar to this. So you can see me just thrashing it around the corners. Did a little drift there. Let's have a look at that from another angle. So you can see me coming in here. Well, let's get out there. But yeah, great car, fun to drive. But I think it's time we tune this bad boy up. So go to the tuning shop and we add on whatever we can to increase the bhp. Some of these things, honestly, don't know what they do, but the sports computer, we want to reduce the weight as much as we can. So I'm going to do all 3 stages of weight reduction. So we'll get that done. We get the racing filter in there as well, the racing silencer, the exhaust manifold. Anything again that we can slightly improve the way the car handles, whether it's the brake pads, intercooler, engine tweaks, parts, polishing, whatever. Let's get it done. So we're just going through each of the tabs. Here I add the racing soft tires, and this is purely to help the car handle and grip better when going at faster speeds. Turbocharger. You can see our bhp now coming up quite nicely. Again, just looking at what parts are available. The racing crankshaft, again, got no idea what that does. It does explain it there, but can't be asked to read it. Stage 2 weight reduction as well. And yep, engine bore up. Do that. So it's not costing a huge amount to tune this car. Camshafts. Sports suspension, again to help with handling. We're going to do the 3rd and final stage of the weight reduction, which should give us some good speed that we can get up to. Engine stroke up, balance tuning, polished parts, whatever we can do. Let's get this car tuned, and not just to go to the maximum, but also to handle. So whether it's any of the parts that we can do to support this. Racing clutch and flywheel. I think adding nitros was, I was tempted, so I did add it, but I didn't actually test it with this, but I will probably later on in another video. So I'm going to add that as well. And the last thing is the suspension. I'm going to add a fully customizable suspension so we can drop it down really low to the ground, and again that will help us with the turns. So now it comes to sort of the cosmetics, maintenance. So we're going to do a wide body on this, so you can see this is what it will look like before and after. And the sound effect that the game makes when it's doing this is so good, and especially if you're using a controller, the haptic feedback is amazing. So already you can see there the car's looking good now with those wide arches. Gonna add some more now, custom parts front, side and back. Gonna add a spoiler, just gonna speed this up a little so you can see what the car looks like now with all those parts added on. Let's get some BBS alloys on, and gonna go for the widest possible rims, 17-inch, and I think that looks quite sick. You can see there what it looks like without. Wider looks much better. So I'll just install those. And now I think we'll look at any of the other parts that we can add, whether it's a roll cage, we'll just chuck that in there as well. That might actually be adding a bit of weight, but any other minor sort of cosmetics we'll add those. Let's change the headlight colors as well. You can go into so much detail here, the number plate positioning as well, so we'll sort of sort that out as well. It's looking good. I think the only thing that's left now really is the paint. So I was originally going to go for this red paint, but it just felt a bit too metallic for me, and I ended up going for this sort of jet black metallic look, which I think looks really nice. And I've kept it as that really, so I think that looks pretty sick. So we've gone from about 110 bhp to around 250. So just lowering the car now in the tuning settings. Going to adjust the downforce as well, so you can see I've pretty much installed everything. This will take our top speed to about 150 miles per hour. So now let's run some B-roll. So to finish the video, we'll take the tuned up VW Golf Mark 1 GTI back on the Nürburgring and we'll take it for a spin.